Oh my God. What?
You this morning.
My ass is on fire. My glutes
I've told
feel
you.
like someone's just in
What?
both
Elbowed
of them
you.
And my abs.
Took you to Hot Pilates yesterday, didn't I? At Wild Soul in Cheltenham. Absolutely phenom.
It was a really, really good way to start the weekend.
Oh my God.
And it was hot. The big heated
Sauna.
the heaters. Yeah, it's like a sauna.
It is. It's infrared.
And then I was talking up a big game, and I was like paying you out, and like, this is going to be easy, and you're asking me, is it going to, how are you going to go? Yep, it's tough. It's really, really hard. We did a little, what do you call them, a pirouette? What do you call it? Where you step behind?
Oh, curtsy.
Curtsy.
And she was like,
and then
and 10.
and pump it. That's good, guys. Form's really good. I'm like, form's really good. I'm fucked. I had to stop.
I know.
I had to stop. I reckon I only completed about 60%.
No.
68% of. I pulled out of the second half. I stopped doing stuff. I paused for ages.
Really?
Yeah, I was pausing. Because I had to save my energy, make sure I could actually.
You did really well. Bearing in mind that's the first time you've done Pilates, and it was hot, so it was under a sauna. Like, it was a lot. And I thought, shit, we didn't even tell them that it was your first time.
Oh, who cares? I don't want to draw any more attention to me.
Yeah.
I said, get us a mat at the back of the room. What did you do?
No, you didn't, you little shit.
I yelled it out.
Oh, did you? When you were on the shitter?
I was on the shitter. I had a coffee on the way there, and they're like, you're brave. And I'm like, nah, it's all good. This is going to be a piece of piss. So I rolled in, went straight to the... Have a sit down, you're yelling out to me, you're in locker 2. And then I yelled back, get us up the back of the room.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
They're already gone.
Well, we wanted to be together. You didn't want us to
Nothing
be apart.
but females in there. I asked Sydney, I go, is there going to be any dudes go there? She's like, yeah, all the time. Dudes in the class, not one. 25 chicks and just Tato.
Sometimes there are. And this morning, where did I go?
There again.
Yeah.
You're a psychopath. I've been in pain, literally. I'm not talking
You couldn't walk when you left.
I'm not talking shy. My abs are hurting, which is good because they're all the stuff that I don't do when I train by myself.
Well, you know how I was going to remedial when I was in Bali? She said to me, she was like, there's a difference... Gita. There's a difference between going to the gym and doing compound, hard, heavy weights and connecting with your bigger muscles. But she was like, Pilates are all about the intricate, smaller muscles. So your butt cheek will be killing and your abs, because abs is a lot.
Abductors or the adductors inside of my thighs.
Yeah, your groin.
Yeah. Roaring. I'll need a week. We'll need a week.
Anyway.
Before I go back.
Hello, sweets.
Hello, my sweets.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I'm good, honey.
You good?
Glad to be home.
Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
Although we've both been
of fresh air.
We've both been very sniffly, haven't we? What's going on?
It's the plane flight, or the fact that for nearly 5 weeks straight we slept under an aircon and we're just getting it, flushing it out of our system. Feel like there's a cold. We've both got little cold maybe coming on, but I reckon it'll pass. Yeah.
Well, we've been back for 5-6 days now, haven't we? And we're going straight off to bloody Sydney. But let's start off with P&Ps. Go on. Give it. You commence.
Yeah, I'll commence. Oh, this one, it's a bit grotty. I'm not sure if you're going to appreciate it. Sydney loves the smell of her own bad breath.
Fantastic.
Oh, you do this thing where you almost dislodge. You're hating this. You dislodge. You go. You dislodge your bottom jaw. Scoop jaw. So it's her bottom lip for just listeners and no one with the visuals here. She puts out her bottom lip jaw, and as she exhales the bad breath, she inhales with her nose. You look like a hippopotamus smelling his own bad breath. And mate, I kind of get it because everyone listening will agree that when you're in the car and you do a little pop off, everyone loves the smell of their own scent. Yeah, they love the smell of their own scent. And if anyone says otherwise, they're fucking lying. Everyone loves the smell of their own scent.
It's not that I just love my bad breath. I do it all the time. So I've just done it then. It smells like salt and vinegar crisps. It's fantastic.
Oh, okay. So it's not just a bad breathy thing.
No, but I do like.
Oh, I know. There it is. Anyway, that is mine. That's mine.
I've actually got a couple, and I don't know what to start with. But honestly, I'm going to just do one today, right? Yes, honestly, this boy, you'd think, did he ever go to school? Because, or was he listening in class? Because
I wasn't listening.
No.
That's for sure.
daydreaming. You're one of them that was just daydreaming and the teacher's chucking stuff off you to say, Clayton, anybody there? Honestly, yesterday he sat getting his hair clippered, right? And he was like, wait for me because I want to have a little bit of a walk. And I was like, all right then. So I sat there. And he's banging on about the bloody the footy and how it's the Euros and basically the Euros, they're shutting the pubs. The World Cup. They're keeping the pubs open all night pretty much because it doesn't play, Australia don't play till 4 a.m. Oh, Christ. He's going to the man. 4 a.m. Saturday morning. So is that this morning or tomorrow morning? And I was like, 4 a.m. Saturday morning is Saturday morning. Yeah. It's Saturday after midnight, and it's Saturday until the next midnight. How do you not know you 24-hour clock? He's like...
The dyslexia kicks in, because when I read it in the paper or heard it from someone, it said Saturday 4 a.m. So I automatically go to Saturday night. Oh, it's Saturday night. People at the pubs are going to be pumping because they're allowed to legally stay open and trade all night.
How do you automatically go to Saturday night when someone says Saturday 4 a.m.?
And then I remember I started stuttering and I said, so that's Sunday. And he's like, no, it played last night, Friday. I'm like... What? Fucking hell. I'm like, mate, what?
Oh, just put my back out. Sorry.
There's that back again. Oh, Jesus. That back. Oh, me back. But anyway, we jumped between Friday, Saturday and Sunday about this fucking World Cup.
It's hard work,
pub staying open. But
I just looked at you in the chair getting your hair clipped and I thought, oh, bless his little cod socks.
Just struggling.
He's struggling over there. I think we should just
I love a chat. I love chatting to the barbers. It's one of my favourite things. And it's why I keep going back to that fella, because he's just got good crack.
We like people who have good crack, don't we?
Oh, we do. Bit of banter.
So we did a couple of funny videos actually while we were away, didn't we? And we just done a video about the things that we missed when we were away and the things that you take for granted for. But I was ready to come home and I'm enjoying being back home. Like it's been lovely, hasn't it?
Oh, because we had it was a significant break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did everything we needed to do there.
Nice to have our own bed. Nice to be able to put the toilet paper down the toilet. I kept going to put the toilet paper in the bin.
Yeah, no.
And oh God, I went for dinner with the girls on Thursday, and Vic, who was obviously with us in Bali, went, "What do you mean? You keep going to go and put the toilet paper down in the bin?" And I was like, "Well, in Bali you have to put it in the bin." She went, "Do you?"
Oh, she didn't know.
No, and I was like, "You've been there for a week. How didn't you know? You've been there 4 times." It says it on all the back of the doors.
I'll tell you what I did. Actually caught myself yesterday. You know how we got to drink bottles to sleep beside? Well, I went to sip out of it whilst I was brushing my teeth. I'm like, the whole tap's there. I can just use the tap now. And I started going, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
No longer out of the hotel glass bottles, the caps, filling them up, brushing your teeth, trickling it. I went to trickle it. That's what I went to do.
Trickle it on your toothbrush.
I went to trickle it over my toothbrush. I'm like,
isn't it funny how, like, even after a month, your body just recognises habits and it just does it automatically?
Yeah.
And it made me think, like, when I was there, I thought, well, there's loads of habits that I want to stack that are positive things. Maybe it won't take as long as what I actually think to be able to stack them. So, yeah, it just made me laugh. But since we've been getting back, I'm pretty much, an Uber for you.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So, yeah, I'm licenseless as of, now. No licence, back on the scooter.
Oh, bless you. You love it,
don't you? I love this. I love the scooter, though. I love scootering around. But obviously I prefer to have my licence. And I love that you're just driving me around lovingly and openly and willingly. And, yeah, it's just great.
It's great for me because I just get a brand new car, my Apple Play, to go through because my Tiguan has got a little speaker in there and I've got to connect my phone to it.
Sydney's like, just get it fixed. A workaround of her Apple CarPlay not connecting is, I'll take my big JBL speaker and sit it up underneath the windscreen and just Bluetooth to that. She's pumping tunes from her JBL speaker.
I don't mind that. I like it. Yeah, so it's nice to have a little...
You wouldn't mind that.
It's nice to have a lovely little car that I get in and it automatically plays my my music. I'm absolutely loving life and I don't mind dropping you off along the way a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've only been back for a week and we're going to Sydney, aren't we? So we need to get packed today. It's Sunday.
Yeah, we're off to Sydney. What are we off to Sydney for?
Just an FYI, we've decided we're going to just record every 2 weeks and put out a podcast every 2 weeks because it's...
If you guys are all right with that.
Because it's quite a lot to fit in, isn't it? And download and send it. And so we were just like, we're going to do it 2 weeks. And if things, become a little bit easier to do it every week, then we'll do that. But yeah, going to Sydney, and I guess we can get on to that a bit later on when we're finishing up about why we're going to Sydney. But yeah, so I had a couple of I had quite a few hypnobirthing sessions this week, and I've got a hypnobirthing session, introduction to hypnobirthing tonight. But one of my clients who actually went to a house, which is lovely. Oh, I didn't tell you this. One of my clients who I went to a house, so nice when you can go and meet them face to face. It was like an hour's trip, but it was fine. And that's normal in Australia. And her hubby plays AFL. Footy, you call it out here.
Currently, still plays.
Yeah, you know, that guy that I told you about.
Oh, yeah, he still plays,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you now.
So they have a big picture of a harvester, and I think I did tell you. And
you did tell me about the farm. He loves farming.
He loves farming, and obviously you used to play AFL, and he wants a farm, and his parents live on a farm.
Yeah.
And it just got me, when we came back and we started talking, like it just got me, I was chatting to him about the fact that you used to play AFL, and obviously we've talked about it a little bit, but quite a few people have asked me like questions about AFL because our Australian listeners,
they want to know.
Yeah, they want to know.
What do they want to know? What do you
want?
Well,
should we talk about the fact that you call it footy?
Football, yeah.
Bizarre.
Because here it is football to us. Us Aussies, it's football. You're talking about the soccer versus football thing?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, well, soccer's, AFL's our number one code here, sporting code.
What does that mean?
Well, it's the most popular code of sport.
I've never heard that.
So, like, AFL's the most popular. So, like, basketball and tennis.
I know what it means, baby. But
so it's the most popular. So everyone refers to it as football, AFL football. So that's footy to us. But obviously, where it's more predominant overseas and with you guys, you don't have Australian rules. You just have soccer. But obviously, we still play soccer here. But the old soccer footy debate, it gets a bit confusing.
It does.
Confused, doesn't it? Confused.
But you used to play.
But I used to play, yeah. So what did you want to know? You want to know?
Well, I don't want to know. I know. Well, I mean, maybe there's things that you haven't told me.
Yeah.
When did you start playing AFL?
When I was 18. So.
What, you didn't play before then at school?
Oh, well, we played, when I got drafted. I got drafted when I was 18, but I've been playing ever since I was, as long as I can remember.
Did you really want to do it?
About 5 or 6 years old, I think I started playing footy, like in little league, little Oz kick, and then just continued up through into under 12s, and then it goes to under 15s, and then under 17, under 18s, and then that's when I got drafted. So it's been like a whole, there was not a period of years where I didn't play footy from like 5 through to when I retired 3 years ago. So I'm retired now. I haven't played a game of footy in 3 years.
Oh, is that sad?
I'm happily retired. No. I was ready.
Were you?
There comes a point in every footballer's life where we call it putting our head over the footy. So like when you see a ball there and you just like, you're meant to go in real hard and just put your head over it, and all bodies can come at you, and it's like a bit risky. Like you might get your head taken off and get crunched, and
horrible.
Yeah, when that desire kind of like just leaves you, and you're like, you know what? I'd rather just
not
head up to the rooms and have a beer and come and hit the showers and slap some ass, and
What does slap some ass mean?
Slap some ass in the showers, because the communal showers. That's the best part about playing footy. Shower beers in the showers. Obviously, got the communal showers, no walls between us, so everyone's just showering.
Got their dicks out.
Yeah, we've got our wangs out.
No way.
All wangs out and arse out, and we call it slapping ass in the shower. Just,
I thought you meant women's arses.
Well done, boys. No, men.
One thing that I noticed when I moved into here was you always had a couple of straggled cans in the bin in your bathroom.
Couple of what? Straddler?
Straggle, like a couple of old cans. Yeah. And I was like, why have you got beer cans in your your ensuite? And you were like, shower beers.
They are the GOAT. They're the best ever. I think you're doing it now, are you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
I don't drink beers for a start.
Wine in the shower? Little Chablis in the shower?
No. But you played for Fremantle, which is Perth.
Oh, way over in Western Australia. Yep, I was drafted in 2008.
God,
end of 2007. So 2008 was my first playing season, and I was there. Yeah, so when you get the call, obviously the draft happens. You don't know where you're going to go. So I think I went pick 24. I think there's like 80 picks. I should know these questions, but yeah. And then shipped off the very next day, straight on a plane.
I bet that's hard though, because you live
Straight on a
4 hours away from Melbourne Airport.
Already.
And then you've got to get a flight for 4 hours to Perth, because
Yeah.
people think that Australia, it's easy to get an in-house, like a flight from Melbourne to Perth, but it's expensive and it's also quite far. 4 hours is pretty far. We can get to Spain in 2 from England.
Yeah.
So if you've been on a farm all your life,
we're a big island, aren't we?
Yeah, it's massive.
Compared to the islands in Bali we were just on, Lombok, scooted from one side to the other.
Yeah, but what? So when you moved,
So yeah, straight on a plane the next day, and it was a very big shock. Yeah, I think Dad cried actually, and everyone was crying because it was such a big shift because they understood the enormity of it. Like I was only 18, and I was like, "Fuck yes, let's fucking go."
I bet you were.
It was a business class ticket the next morning, booked, boom, and yeah, so I'm like, felt like a rock star the very next morning. And even in that draft, actually, one of my heroes is I grew up barracking for Essendon Football Club, and one of my heroes that played on that team actually got traded to Freo at the same time. Met me at the airport and was there in flesh. And I'm like, he's one of my heroes. A guy that I looked up to and watched my whole life has just been traded to Fremantle from Essendon, which is my team. And there was only, and I remember they had a Freo staff, like a chaperone, to take us over and organise the flights and everything. So they met us at the airport in the lounge, and they only got 2 business class tickets and 1 economy. And he was nearly going to put this guy up the back, and he would fly with me because I was the young recruit and went a bit, quite a little bit high in the draft, and he was just and he's like, you know what, you 2 travel. So he gave me and this other player that I looked up to the 2 business class tickets at the same time, and he was so cool. He had a guitar, like an acoustic guitar with him. He had his surfboard. He was ready to move to Perth.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, this is just the best ever.
Oh.
And then we both sat up the front, like in the 2 little chairs.
Were you really nervous when you got there?
Mark Johnson was his name. Yeah, but you're pretty confident. Like you're young, you don't care. Naive is a beautiful thing in that sense.
Yeah.
You're so naive.
Yeah.
Like now thinking about it, absolutely should have been. But you are nervous a bit, but you're also
it's a quick turnaround.
You're full of confidence. You're full of youth. The world hasn't beaten you down yet, but the AFL system's very hard, so it quite quickly comes at you.
And then
a bit nervous, but it was just the best ever. I didn't care that I was on the other side of the country, but it was. It's a whole day commute to get home with all the airport transfers, and then our drive back to the family farm is 4 hours to see all my friends and family back there.
Yeah.
But it was unreal. Yeah, I still remember my first game as well. There was another one of my idols in the team huddle, and I got picked to play. We're playing Adelaide, and I got my first game about 4 rounds in, and it was versus the Adelaide Crows in Adelaide Stadium there. And in the team huddle, and they started me on. So I started on the ground, which is you normally start on the bench probably, and just ease your way into the game. And I'm starting on, and we're in the circle, just the players, all the coaches and everyone had left, and it's just in the middle of the oval. And Dean Solomon was just giving this rev up speech, and he also played one of my heroes growing up, and he was traded as well, not the one on the plane, but another one who was already there. And he goes, and he said my name. And I'm like, this is such a surreal moment.
Yeah.
He was like, and we've got our young boys and we've got to fucking protect them. And there's another younger kid, 18-year-old, I was debuting, obviously. And then there was another one who was already playing his second game. And he's like, we've got to protect Reece and we've got to protect Hinks. Let's get him the footy. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking unreal. I'm at this point, I'm like levitating.
Yeah.
And that whole game, that game went so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't, nothing,
Did you play the whole game?
Nothing. Yeah, the whole game. You
How long was that? 2 hours?
It's 2 hours.
Jesus, that's so long compared to soccer.
With 3 breaks. Yeah, but the game went so fast. No, nothing hurt. I wasn't intimidated.
Yeah.
My first kick of the football was a goal.
That is sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what that was called because I was talking to my client's husband and I was like, what's it called?
First kick.
Is it just called a first kick?
Oh, just my first touch in AFL was.
Yeah, but you won an award.
I marked it
or whatever.
No,
for that.
Didn't win an award.
Oh.
No. You just joined a group. There's actually many people before me that have not many. I think there's about 50 or 100 or something with their first touch in AFL as a kick and it's a goal.
Yeah.
It's like just a group. It's not an actual.
But what's it called?
I don't know if it's called anything.
You said like.
I just called it an illustrious group. but it's not really.
No,
There's a bunch of us.
Well, he was like, "What are you on about?"
Anyway, that was what the photo was. I did it as a gag. I went through the AFL, sent me something, and I went and I printed off that big thing, and that's where the boys, my captain and that, was celebrating with me after my first kick, that's that big photo that I gave you.
We'll get some photos.
You didn't realise until after. You just thought it was me just playing random footy.
Yeah,
but that's the whole story. It was against Adelaide Crows in Adelaide, round 4, 2008, first kick, goal.
That's class.
Unreal.
Get in.
We lost that game.
That's a shame.
But it was still, I had like 12 to 15 of my family there and extended.
Did you? How did they know that
everyone came in the rooms after it?
How did they know that you were going to play that game?
Well, you get picked during the week. Yeah, obviously you know. You got to. We flew in, babe. You fly in the day before or a couple of days before, so you get picked on the Wednesday. So you go into your team meeting. They're like, it's selection day on Wednesday. You play on Saturday. Call it typically on the weekend. And so you go in on Wednesday to the team meeting, and the coaches all sit down. Everyone's like, "Fuck, hoping to get picked." And then they read out the team, and you're like, "And yeah, we've got a debutant this weekend, Clayton. You're up, brother. Congratulations."
So then you were like,
yeah.
Parents, everyone.
And then then you ring your parents on the Wednesday night. Guess what? We're on. And they're like,
did your sister go?
So they're like, let's book our tickets.
Did Dale go?
I think everyone was there. Yeah, Dale would have definitely been there. Yeah.
That is so good for him because he's so much younger. Must have been like 11, your younger brother.
Yeah, there are so many stories because Dale was super young, still going through school. Like, how many years younger than me is he? Whatever he is, 6 years younger.
Easy, and the rest.
And so when I was 18, 19, he's only like sort of that 11, 12-ish age. So yeah, he was, there's a bit of a running joke in our family that he used to look up to me like I was his hero.
Yeah, that's
my
nice.
big brother plays AFL, my big brother.
Didn't you take him a magazine back with tits in?
I thought you might say that. That's fucking hilarious.
Sticky magazine.
No, there's a story to that. Back in the day, I used to. It wasn't my girlfriend, but it was a girl that I was seeing / dating. Shagging. She was what do you call it? FHM. She was a model, like a
titty model,
but a bit of a risque one.
You wouldn't take her home to meet.
You're not taking. She ain't coming back to the farm to meet the folks. That's for sure. But she was a Zoo or Nuts. Yeah, Zoo. Cover of Zoo magazine type setup. Monster Energy type girl setup.
And you took it back for your brother to stroke.
Anyway, so she was on this magazine whilst I was dating her, and I knew she was doing this shooting, and so she's giving me a copy of it, and I've got a couple of copies. I'm like, little Dale's going to love this. I'm like, when Noel's around, I just slipped it out of my bag, and I'm like, Dale, here's some Freo jumpers, and also here's this magazine. I'm shagging this bird at the moment. He fucking loved it. I didn't say shag. I just said, like, I'm seeing this girl at the moment. He was obviously old enough to be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then it quite quickly turned into his sticky magazine, I think.
Probably still got it.
Holly's wife now will be losing it listening to this.
Oh, I've been loving the dating stories that people have been sending. Anyway, thanks for sharing that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was so lovely. Such a nice thing to be able to do something that you've looked up to for such a long time and then actually go out and do it. It's like so nice to tell your kids about it, that you've got the memories with the photos.
It legitimately was my childhood dream my whole way through, because we've had family friends, their sons and stuff that I've looked up to that gone and got drafted before. So they, you know that it's achievable, but you got to work hard, and it's. I was saying this to you, it's really a reflection of your parents. Just they did everything for me, took me to all the sports and all these running academies and things to make you better and more skillful and hand-eye, all this stuff. You're just really a product of your family and your environment as well.
Well, yeah, thanks for people sending the dating stories. Please send us in some more funny ones.
Have we got any?
Yeah, I've got a few.
People sent in some stuff?
Yeah, cool. I've got a few. So if you've got any to send them to me on Instagram and just write like dating story or podcast or something, or please email tea, as in a drink of tea, and tt@gmail.com. Okay, so
well done.
Someone called Louise messaged me and said, well, this is a story that's gone down in history with my pals. Picture the scene. I was single after a messy divorce. He cheated and I'm getting back on the dating scene. Good girl. I met this guy on Match.com. And after it, do you know Match.com, by the way?
No.
Oh, it must be like an English thing. It's what all
it's a website?
It's a dating website. It's like not like Tinder where you're swiping. You pay like a subscription each month. And it's like you have a proper profile.
Yeah.
And it's more like the older generation would use the dating.
I was going to say, have you ever used that platform?
No.
This is for the older generation, is it?
Well, not older, but like divorcees or who've got kids or who are more serious than just, let's have a little swipe on a Sunday.
Swipe on a Sunday.
I meet this guy on Match.com, and after a few weeks I'm not, by the way, Louise, I'm not saying that you're middle-aged or old, but yeah.
No, of course we're not.
Chatting, we arranged to meet in Leeds. Flick to the date. I get ready, I head to Leeds. I'm an hour early, and I was so nervous. I decided to have a wine on the train, at the train station pub whilst waiting. Yeah.
Settler. We love them.
Which turns into 4 on an empty stomach.
Oh.
You can see where this is going.
Oh.
I called my friend and she was saying, drink Waterloo, you need to, don't up pissed. Oh, you can't turn up pissed.
Yeah, you can't turn up pissed.
Yeah, so I downed a pint of water. I meet this guy outside, bar and grill in Leeds, and I'm dressed in a little black dress and heels. We proceed inside, and after a few drinks, which just topped me up, I realised we somehow had made our way to a corner of the bar. I said, "Oh, how did we get here?" And he said, "Well, you were being a little bit loud, so I just kind of shimmied us into the corner." So I was mortified. I proceeded to say, "Look, I think I need to head home." So he agreed and walked me back to the train station. It was absolutely pissing it down. Oh my God, there we are trotting back, and we hit a busy central crossing in the middle of Leeds, and all of a sudden I'm on the floor. My dress flew up over my head, which revealed my massive Spanx. My hair splattered across my face, and I jump up like bloody lightning bolt, mud running down my head, elbow and knees, with muddy rainwater running down my face, and screamed, "I'm fine! I'm fine!" I proceeded to run to the station and say, "Just go! Just go!" I get on the train and I'm so upset. A lady was like, "Are you okay? Do I need to call the police?" She thought I'd been attacked.
Oh, yeah, she would.
There were cuts and blood and bruises everywhere. I proceeded to say I'm fine. What the actual hell? Then received a text off the date that said, "Have you dried out yet?" Never text again. The shame.
When she jumped on that train, it would have looked like she was running from something dangerous, but she was really just running from her own. Have you ever had
had a date where you're like, "I need to get out of this right now. Anything, anyone to get me out of this"?
I have.
Have you?
I have. It was the worst.
Really?
And speaking of going on the eve of going to Sydney tomorrow, it was a girl in Sydney, and this is what happened. I flew there. And I think you told me a story where she went for a prolonged period of time. This was a 3-day, 3-night one. So I was stuck there after the first day. Like, what are we doing when we do that?
ADHD.
It's not desperation. It's just, I can handle it.
Impulsivity.
I'm confident in my own ability. I can hold good conversations. Breakfast, yep. Coffee time, yep.
Easy.
I don't need drinks just to, So I thought it would be good, but this chick.
First date.
She was insecure. Yeah, first day she was insecure about... Should I go into detail? Anyway, we got arguing about something on this walk, about how she was insecure about her boobs. And she was... And that I didn't like, whatever, paying enough attention or something.
Oh, you weren't slapping the titties enough?
Yeah, so then she flipped it on me and started having a go at what was wrong with me. And then started talking about in the bed. In the bedroom, but this and that and the other. And I'm like, what the... And it was such a... And we got into it. We actually got into a full-blown argument.
That's mental.
That made a trigger with her to just, be a bit cold or off. And I'm just like, I'm not having this. So then I remember we went to dinner that night and a helicopter flew over it. And she just wasn't talking. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm not fucking talking. And it was just so awkward. It was so awkward. Because we just got ready at her house, with one girlfriend, tiny Sydney shit apartment. And we went out for dinner, and I remember this helicopter went over, and I went, "Oh fuck! If that helicopter just dropped down a ladder, and I could just fucking climb, I would fuck off right now." Oh, so that's exactly what crossed my mind.
Why didn't you just get a plane at home?
I went down to a cafe and started trying to book flights home.
And did you? Did you go home?
No, I didn't. I sat it out.
And did you see her again?
Negative.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah. Negative.
That's so awkward.
I just wanted to just get the hell out of there.
That's her projecting her insecurities by saying the boob thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then being like, you should do that and causing an argument.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awkward.
Oh, it was so awkward.
God,
it was the worst. It probably didn't sound as bad as it was. It was shocking. I wanted to just go invincible and just ping back to my house in Victoria.
What I used to do actually, which has just jogged a memory, when it was COVID and we could only really meet outside, it gave me the perfect opportunity to not have to pay for taxis, to not have to do my makeup into the city, to not to not have to really make an effort to go on a date. I would
not make an effort. Yeah. It gave you an out.
Oh, yes.
So to be a lazy date.
Yes, so I would go, let's go for a walk. And what I would do is, if I didn't like them, I'd say I'm cold after about 10, 15 minutes, and I'd just divert and turn back. So I did that quite a few times.
Quite a few times, did you? You were quite a little active little.
Oh, I had a couple of days, now and again when it took my fancy. But yeah, so sometimes the walk would be really prolonged, and we get up the hill and we get down the hill, and sometimes I'd get to the first fucking lamppost and I'd go,
fuck, I'm freezing.
God, I'm starving. Oh, God, I'm freezing. I'm going to have to just toddle off home. Anyway, someone else messaged in, but she said she wanted to be anonymous.
You would have been a brutal shutdown. Like, if I took you on a date and you didn't like me, Jesus, I would be scared of the ramifications.
No, you know what? I
reckon you'd just crush little men's hearts, little boys' hearts.
You know what I'm like? I get so empathetic towards people. I would just see them again because I felt bad.
Oh,
and then
really?
I would that's what often happens. Oh. But I would never ghost because I don't like ghost. I don't think ghosting's good.
Okay. I got that all wrong, didn't I?
Yeah. I guess I was very different then, though. I was much more of an anxious attachment. I'm much more secure now. So now I'm like, no. And now I am. Like, in the last couple of years with my dating, that's different. I'm like, you are a dick. See you later.
Yeah.
So this lady, she met this guy, went on the first date. And the second date, he said, I've got a hot tub. Do you want to come round and we'll have some drinks and food and stuff?
The old hot tub time machine, baby. Take it back.
Humpy
I used to have a hot tub here.
I know.
I don't have a hot tub at the back.
Never used.
So
I got to his, we went in the hot tub, and when we were getting out, I was walking ahead of him, and he heard a huge crash and thought I spilt my drink, but I said nothing, and he thought, well, she's rude, and even called out and was like, Emma, or whatever her name was, have you spilt your drink? Comes round the corner to find me completely unconscious on the floor. Turns out I passed out due to having a big temp change from hot to cold. Needless to say, I ended up staying the night. I was too unwell to drive home. Shock, and never saw him again. Oh, God. Oh, dear. That is not
Lucky
ideal.
She didn't knock herself up the heat temp and then slide into the hot tub and drown herself.
I know. Well, that happened.
He would have had no doubt, he would have had some little bit of Chrissy Brown just playing, the music. He would have had a couple of drinks. He could have been gone she would have drowned. I'm actually glad to see she's okay. She's okay.
All these years on, she's all right.
My brain goes straight to the most dramatic, dangerous thing that could have happened.
And then I had one more, which is really short and sweet, from Hannah, and it said, meant to go on a date, found out later he was in a prison cell.
She connected up with someone that's incarcerated.
Yeah.
Great, brilliant.
Not ideal in the slightest.
How? Hang on, how do you even make a connection if he's in...
Because he knew someone.
Burn a phone.
No, someone knew him. There was another part to it, but someone knew him and was like, yeah, he's in prison for like drugs or something like that. Not ideal, was it?
Bad.
Yeah, thanks everyone for sending those in.
Thanks everyone.
I really enjoy them. Please. We
do enjoy them. They're getting good.
Yeah. I've got a couple more that I'll save for next time, but yes, so please send some in. So yeah, we're going to Sydney tomorrow. I'm getting my boobs done. Discussed it a couple of weeks ago.
We brought it up on the last pod or a couple of weeks ago.
It's funny because we've talked loads about, and now you're saying about the insecurity about that woman. I bet people message me and go, is he making you get your boobs done?
Oh, let's stare that out. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, he is. Honestly, he doesn't touch them during sex, and I've told him, will you keep touching my boobies?
Well, what did I say the other day? And that was with genuinity. I had grabbed the boobies and said, I'm just got to enjoy this because they're gonna change. And you went, oh, fucking piss off, you can't wait.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I was like, don't be so insincere.
It's because, like when I'm in the shower, because I just walk around naked all the time, don't I?
Nicky.
When I was putting my creams on, lavering myself up, trying to keep all of my tan, you were like, I'm not going to be able to do this for a while. I was like, no, you can't. Probably not for a good few months, really, because they're going to be tight like a tiger.
Yeah. Is it going to be? I think the recovery will be a lot better than what you think.
Oh, I'm not concerned. Like, I'm happy. I know I'm going to recover well.
Yeah,
I'm healthy and fit.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about recovery at all. But
No, I just reckon the time, but maybe what
you
would I know?
going ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I'm not going to be able to do that for a while. But I'm going to be able to walk around and do stuff. But not you slapping them about and that.
I never said I'd slap them about.
I
can slap them about.
I've got an ADHD life coach called Tara who lives in Sydney, who I'm going to meet up with actually.
We love Tara.
Yeah, who's fantastic. And she's given me loads of good tips because in Bali, I was really struggling with overwhelm and I really wanted to have like 3 or 4 days where I just didn't go on my phone, but I was unable to get out of my head. And I've put on my stories recently that I was listening to The Secret again and really trying to use positive words and terminology and say positive things to myself and reframe things, because often I can say negative things to myself. And one thing that I've been a bit nervous about, and I guess I'm actually really grateful that I don't have a job where I have to work long hours when I'm having my boobs done. I don't just get 2 weeks off work and I've got to go back to work again. I'm grateful that I have a job where I can just park it. However, I'm self-employed.
I know.
So I'm freaking out.
That's a fucking grind, and that's going to probably weigh on your mind a little bit.
It is. So I had a meeting this week when I got back from Bali, and Tara was like, okay, so normally we decide that you do 3 things a day. You set yourself a goal of 3 things, because sometimes my ADHD can run wild and I'll have like a fucking list as long as my arm, 25 different lists, and I never get any of them done, and then I get overwhelmed.
Yep.
So she suggested that I do a list of 3, and on the days where I'm not feeling great, I manage to do the 3. And on the days where I'm feeling brilliant, I manage to do another 3, but only ever give myself 3 main tasks.
Yes.
And she's got this thing called the Eisenhower Matrix, or she suggested it, and it's where you have a list and you put do now, book it, as in book it in for another day, hand it off, so give it to someone else, or park it, it doesn't need to be done. Okay, so it's not a definite. Yeah. So she suggested over the next few weeks, especially the first week, I don't work at all. So I'm sending, which is great, which I'm like panicking a little bit about, but it'll be fine. And then after that, she said, okay, let's just stick to the do now and hand it off. So on the second week of recovery, you'll have one thing in there that is, I need to do this today because it's an emergency, but the rest you're going to have handed off or not do it. So it's nice to have a bit of a plan in place. Yeah. Because I've been having a slight bit of a worry, you know? Yeah. And a bit of internal overwhelm and shit. So, yeah. Because
that's only probably heightened a little bit because you're in such a busy period of your business. Yeah. You're in a really busy period. Yeah. I know you know this, but it'll get a lot easier. Yeah. Once you get into it, but it's all coming at once, but it's all very exciting.
So it's good. So we're going for a whole week. We're staying in Tamarama.
Tamarama Beach, guys.
Yeah.
Unreal. We're going to get involved, get a little active wear on for the first part of the week, aren't we? Leading up to the D-Day, the op day. Yeah. The knife comes out on the Thursday, doesn't it? So we've got the scalpel.
I'm getting scalpelled, on the Thursday.
Getting scalped.
I'm going to document it because something that I found really helpful is seeing people's before and afters, or their breasts in bras, or what they're doing. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a video of what I've been doing, like the clothes that I'm going to be wearing, how I feel each day. You'll be recording and videoing how I am after recovery and stuff. Cameraman over there. So
Best in the business. That'll be good. That'll be very educational for anyone else who's thinking about getting the boobs done.
The boobs done, yeah. And I've wanted to do it for a long time, and a lot of people have said, why are you getting it done before you have a baby? And I'm like, well, we're probably not going to have it. We want to do stuff before we have a baby.
We do.
So
we want to do stuff for us.
For us.
Yeah.
And I want to have nice boobs.
And you can still have, you can have it all. We can have everything. Everything.
Well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks with my new boobs.
Yep.
And we'll see how I'm going.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Love you.
Love you. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.